In today's video, we're using a shirt to cover our journal, as well as some awesome paper from paper pads that I'm trying to use up, and Dollar Tree items. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie. I'm going to go ahead and make the cover for my journal, and this is for the chocolate desserts journal. And so I need a 9x6, and so this one is a good heavy-duty book board. It's a back of a paper pad, and I'm just going to go ahead and have it there, and then we should be able to should have been able to, might have to pull out the recollections. Okay, so there's the 6-inch part. We'll put it on here and check it one more time. 6 inches. I'm going to use this part as my spine because it's a nice thickness. It's 2.5. Okay, so we'll have a 2.5-inch spine. We're going to go ahead and cut this at 9 inches. You guys, I'm trying to use up things that we've been using in the last couple of challenges. And so we are going to be covering this with the rest of the shirt from January's. Okay, so again, this is going to be 2.5 by 9. And so I'm just cutting it down. This will be my spine. And then for the other part of the spine, I have a nice one and one that's a little bit thinner. We'll be putting the two together. So just so you know that you can do that. You can put them together. So we're going to go ahead, 6 inches. Let's see if we get through on that one. Not quite. We can save that for another day. And here we are at 9. So do you like to make your own book covers? For when I'm using the 8.5 by 11 papers, I'm finding, it's getting harder and harder to find books that are that size. The size is actually a little bit bigger or exactly that size. And if you make any mistake with your binding, or how your pages are, they're going to hang out. And so I have several people that are brand new here watching, and so I'm going to show you this. The other thing is being able to use, if you're using up paper pads like the Ledger and different paper pads, then this is something that you can do with those. Okay, so we have our binding. We have these two. So the first thing I need to do is I need to go ahead and I need to glue these two together. That's going to give me a thicker book board. So we'll go ahead and start with that. Now the other thing you're going to notice here is I have 2 different colors of cardboard. So I may want to take that into consideration as well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let this dry with something heavy on top of it is always a good idea. The other thing that happens is everywhere that you use, if you're using this glue, everywhere that you use it, it's going to be thicker and stronger. Everywhere that you use that glue will be thicker and stronger. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and grab some light colored fabric. Okay, I found a piece of white that is, it's pretty thick, okay? It does have this pink area here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. Or rip it down, because, you know, so this was in the scrap pile. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let's move this up. That did not work. I have to have the phone plugged in for the battery, and the cord was hanging in my way. Okay, so this is the fabric we're going to be putting on here, but we're going to go ahead and put one of these on first, and I want it to go I think I want it to go right to the edge. I don't think it needs to go over. It just needs to cover the fabric here, okay? So we'll go ahead and lay this down, and I want about between 1/8 and 1/4 of an inch, closer to the 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Now, this fabric's going to be on the outside. If it was going to be on the inside, I would go ahead and have my little gutter be a little bit bigger so that the fabric had a place to go. Okay. See, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the bottom of might be easier to just go ahead, get this, and then put it on top of the other piece, I think. So we'll go ahead and get this covered in glue. So all of these steps where we're adding glue to the cover, again, they're going to make this more and more sturdy. Okay, I want to make sure I go all the way to the edge. I'm going to put these two up to the right here. Now remember, this is really just to cover my cardboard this time. So, but I do want to make sure I have no big wrinkles or anything. Okay, I don't need this to keep coming down towards me. I don't see my good scissors. That's probably what made all that noise and when it fell down. Okay. Okay, so next we'll go ahead. We're going to do the spine. Again, I'm doing a 2.5 inch spine this time. This will be either a 2 or 3 signature journal, depending on how I get it laid out. But I think 2.5 inches is a good size, and we were able to use the piece that we had. So we're just going to go ahead, glue that right down there. So you could also do this with a cereal box. When I do a cereal box, I either double it and sometimes even triple my cereal box to get that heavy duty cover. And I do have videos where I have made my cover out of a cereal box. We did that in the Beginner's Junk Journal series last year. I do want to go all the way to the edge here. I think we can bring this in just a little bit. Okay, there. So that's what we have. We'll come over and make sure that we don't have any wrinkles. And then we're going to go ahead and trim that up right up close to the edge. Get it up as close as I can at the edge. Okay. And then come over to this side, clean this side up. Okay. And I don't know if you've ever tried the Yes paste. I think that is a great way to go because it does not, things don't curl when you use the Yes paste. Okay, so we have our this, and it is much better, all one color. And so we're going to go ahead and lay out our shirt. You remember that for my January Just Junk Journal, I actually I onion dyed the shirt. I dyed it with an onion, with onion skins. And so it was different than what we're going to be using here. But then I can use some of the pieces from this in the journal and hopefully get this totally off the table. Okay, that's what I'm hoping. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add our glue, especially at the edge, or especially at all the edges, and then all the way across. Okay, so we got that all trimmed down, glued down, and now we need to help it dry flat and straight. And I am going to go ahead and get the inside pages cut and ready to go in. But like I said, we need this to lay flat and straight. And so I'm going to pull out some plastic that is going to help us, hopefully, keep us from sticking. So I'm going to go ahead and set this with a book on it to help get it to dry flat. This isn't what I changed my mind. I forgot I was going to use that, and I had changed my mind to use this. So use this right there, and this right here. Okay, so pinch and fold, the old pinch and fold method. Okay, I am going to go ahead and cut this all the way down, lining it up on my pinch and fold. Okay, and then come down here and we'll cut this at its pinch and fold. Okay, and so that's going to give me one of my pieces. And then I'm going to clean this up where when I took it out of the paper pad, and that will give me a tag. I can just put that in my box of things to use. So, and now I don't just make 2 of these. I actually go ahead and measure for each one. And so this is what we have. I'm thinking it might be kind of fun to use these on this inside piece here. I'm going to come down and do my pinch. Move things out of the way. And pull this over. So do you make your own journal covers, or do you use already the books? I love to use books. It's just hard to find the right size right now for what I like to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. See, I have 2 of these. And each of the 3 kits has 2 of these as well. And so one of them I've used in the videos that you've seen, the mini challenge and the challenge video. I used some of this, and then also in the embellishment video I used some of that, one of the pages. Okay, so I'm going to take this. That'll be a page that I can use. Here's my pinch and fold. Put it down. And I will put this in the box. Okay, so this gives me my inside front cover. This is my inside back cover. And then I can decide if I want to add a pocket here, or we have, this is one of the cut aparts. This is the cut apart page that came with that. We could do a pocket. I don't want to lose the chocolate cake. I want a pocket in the front though. I do want a pocket. This is the other piece that I have. So if I come over, if we put that right on there, right on there, right on there. Okay, so we are going to make a folded flip pocket here. I lost, oh, here it is. Like, I can't believe I lost the cutter. But then again, I can believe it. Okay, so I want to cut this down. So I'm going to use this because there's a straight edge right there. So I'm going to use that side. And I'm just going to clean up this edge just ever so slightly. I mean, like a sliver. Okay, so there I'll have that piece. And that's the sliver that I use to clean it up. Then I'm going to come over and I don't see where I marked it. I mean, I totally, unless that's it, way over there. Yeah, that's it, way over there. Okay, so I have my little mark right here. I'm going to make it a little bigger. Okay, so that's my mark. Right there. That's my mark. Okay. And I'm going to go between these two cakes right here. Okay. And then I'm going to, yeah. Okay. Then we'll come over here. And we're going to come up to the mark, and there's a little arrow right here, and I'm going to just line that up with that right there. Okay, and what that does, that's going to give me my pocket, and I save as much of the leftover as I can. So what we're going to do here is we want to go ahead and I want to do like we do a coin pocket. Okay, so I want right here and right here on these lines, I'm going to go ahead and score those. So we'll pull out the Martha Stewart, no, the Recollections, and we'll use the scoring part, which is the blue, and we'll score those. Okay, it's a very small piece that we're scoring, and we want to make sure that we're lined up with the score, with the well. Okay, so there's the little well, and if that isn't scored enough for you, you can go ahead and use the Martha Stewart. That one is a little deeper. Okay, so there's that. Then I'm going to come and do the same thing on this side, right on that line. It just happened that it was on those lines. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and push forward because that's the easiest, and then push it backwards. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing across the bottom. I am going to have the bottom be a little bit bigger, but I do want to line it up. Okay. Okay, and then fold it up. You see where we're going with this? Making ourselves a pocket that we don't lose any of the pocket because of glue. Okay, so we're going to come over here and cut or notch this out. Okay, so cut that square out or rectangle and cut this one out down here. And on this one, I'm actually going to go ahead and notch it in a little. Okay. Like that. So little flaps is what we're making here. Making little flaps. Okay. And now our little flaps are going to fit around. You see this? We'll be able to go ahead and put those on, and we'll just add our glue right on there. Okay, and then we can flip it up. And we can flip it up. Okay, and that gives us this nice pocket in the front. Okay, nice pocket. Okay, so I wonder how we're doing underneath. So this is my front pocket. And that's going to fit right inside there. And this is my back pocket. Or my back page. And so this is scratch paper or scrap. Okay, how are we doing here? Okay, so I am going to go put this down so that it can have the heavy book. And when we come back, we will have this part will be dry and flat, and we can continue. And we are dry. Hooray! Okay, so this is what we have. We are dry. We had it underneath the heavy books to get it to stay flat. It took way longer to dry than I thought it was going to. So this is what I have. Remember, we've used the shirt here. I am going to go ahead and just to do something a little different. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. I'm going to put it down with just with a piece of washi tape here. I'll start it with a piece of washi tape. Okay, I want it close to this edge. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and just wrap this around here just to do something different. I was thinking about lace. Okay. Ow. Everything I go to do, things are falling. Primarily because of the cord has to be plugged in or my battery will die. Okay, so there's that. So now we can go ahead and remember we've already got the inserts ready for the inside back. Okay. Trying to talk that into laying a little flatter. Okay, so we have the one that we made with the pocket, and that's going to go in the front. Okay, and it's going to go just like that. And then we have this one that is going to go in the back. So we just want to check them and make sure nothing changed. And then we can go ahead and add our glue. And we want to make sure that we are up against the edge, especially. Okay, so we're going to go all around the edge. And I'm using the bottom of the Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. Okay, it has this wide, it's called a broad tip on the bottom. You can get a good amount of glue out. And then when you use that tip, it has little serrated edges. I don't know, serrated little hills and valleys. So it gives you glue up high that will grab onto whatever you're gluing it onto. It feels like my hand is a little better today. We do have time because it is a wet glue. You can see, because of this broad tip, we can get all the way down to the bottom of this glue, which is, again, one of my favorite things about this glue. Plus, I can use it on fabric, everything. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I wanted to tell this where it was going to sit. Okay. Go ahead and put this down. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. We'll go ahead and speed that part up. If you're here at the premiere, I'm waving hi, and say hello to Chip. Hi, Chip. I'm so glad you joined us today. If this is your first Dear Julie premiere, just know it's a pre-recorded video, but we do this every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. And you can join us in the live chat during that premiere by hitting that live chat button. Also, if you're here later, please leave a comment. Tell us what you liked, what your favorite thing about the video was. Or things that you'd like to see me do videos on in the future. We also have our Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group. The description box has that information down below, and we'd love to have you join us there. The Chocolate Delights digital kit is available in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop, and it's on sale through Friday, February 26th, 2021 for 50% off. So let's get back to our program. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add this clear pocket from packaging to the back of this. I'm going to use my double-sided tape to get a really good hold on this. Okay, so we can just go ahead and put the double-sided tape on this. Again, you know, if you're looking for things that you can do ahead of time, you can go ahead and have your double-sided tape on the things that you might be planning to use. Then I'm not going to put a pocket behind it. I'm just going to put this, for right now, just put this down as it is. So I'm going to go all the way around all four sides. Okay, this will make a nice pocket here. Right in, and there we have a nice pocket that we'll be able to put something into. One of the things that we have is we have a church envelope that is okay, so we'll be able to put something in there and in this pocket as well. Okay, so that is that. Let's make sure, how are we doing on, yeah, our edges are doing pretty good here, it looks like. Okay, so we can go ahead and work on the front. And what I have for the front, I'm thinking this milk chocolate, sweet chocolate. So I'm just going to cut that out. It's like what would, looks like it's like what would be on the bar of chocolate. Okay, so I'm thinking that, here, go ahead and open it. So I'm thinking this, okay, and it's going to help hold that down. And then we have the spoon, which is kind of cool. And we have, ooh, I kind of like that. Okay, but I did notice that my spoon might be coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and staple my spoon on. Just in case. Okay. So that will go down. We've been using this. Or we can do it on this side. Kind of like it on this side. And the reason is got a lot going over here. This says sweet chocolate on that side. So let's go ahead and commit here. Okay, go ahead and use that line. There we go. Okay, so our sticker is attached to that. Let's go ahead and attach our... Okay, so we still have our stack of stickers that we made yesterday. We're using the fabric tack because we are putting this onto fabric, and I want it to dry faster than our other stuff has dried. So we're going to go ahead and put our little banner down, and what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and put this edge right at the edge of where I put the glue down, and then pull it over, okay, to make sure that I have it all the way. Now, do I like that, or do I want my banner up higher? I think I want my banner up a little higher. Okay, so I'm just doing this little collage, and I'm going to put that on my cover. Okay. And my strings are only going to be attached where this little cover is attached, this little collage. So this cover has a 2.5 inch spine, and so next we'll be able to figure out our pages, and see what else we can get done here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put some glue down that will help to hold down those strings. I'm still having a hard time pushing, squeezing my fingers. They hurt. Okay, and I am going to put a little bit of glue on the banner as well. Okay, so this is my edge. I'm going to go ahead and put that down. Okay, milk chocolate, sweet chocolate. We've got the strings on the front. We've got the pockets on the inside. And I don't know. Let's see. I was thinking about also adding the brownie. Okay, I have a little, I don't know what happened, but we have a little bubble there, and so that's gonna bother me. So we're gonna put the brownie over the bubble. But this way we also get one of our images from the digital. Okay, I think it needs to come over, not be straight. There's our collaged cover. And there we go. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm wondering if I want we are using this Dollar Tree lace in this journal. So yeah, I kind of like that. I do. So we'll go ahead and add the fabric tack across this area here. Go ahead and put it down. And before we finish here, we're going to go ahead and add the hitch post fastener that is going to go in the front of this journal now that it looks like all the edges are dry. So I'm going to want my crocodile. I can use the smaller hole on this. I am going to measure for good measure. Okay, so we are 9 inches. So we're going to go to the 4.5 mark-ish, right there. I think we can go ahead and actually mark it. Okay, so there's the 9. Go in. Okay. Mark it right at 4.5 inches. I can mark it because I can actually put the hole right over that mark so that I can see the hole. Okay, there it is. Then I have the hitching post little screw here that can go right through the hole, and then we'll just tie that on. I decided, because this is a recipe journal, and in case somebody, whoever purchases it, actually decides to use it in that way, then they probably don't want the extra strings hanging around if they're going to be using this in the kitchen. So then I'm going to want an eyelet. They're silver. Okay, we'll just use the brown one. Yeah, we're going to have to use the larger hole. Okay, again, we're going to go ahead and measure. Hi, Lucy. Lucy just came in and she's got a string. She was eating it, so I had to take it away. Okay, so we'll mark it at 4.5 like we did the other side. Go ahead and go in. This time I'm using the larger hole punch. Oh wow, can't squeeze. Okay, usually no problem squeezing that. It's only because of my hand. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and we need to set this. And there we go. We have our eyelet set. Okay. And now I just have to find the elastic that will go in here, and that will keep our book closed, and I think that that's going to work out really, really well. Okay, I have a little hair tie. And so we can go ahead and just put this through. just like this, and then that will come over, and once this book has its pages in it, that will hold it. Okay, so let's put this through the hole. Okay, so it's through the hole. So figuring that this is going to have stuff going on, you know, it's going to have pages filling the book, and this will give it an elastic closure. Yay! We're so close. Okay, so that is my cover for my milk chocolate, sweet chocolate, chocolate dessert junk journal. Okay, that's our cover. That's the inside of the cover. And now we'll go ahead and work on finishing the insides. I love this 2.5-inch spine here. Hard bound cover made out of notepad backs, basically. Actually, notepad backs. And we made our own cover. So that is what we have there. And don't forget to go watch one of these videos. It really does help my channel. It also is amazing when you come back and comment. And remember, the randomly. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.